Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you so much for joining, taking your time right now, coming for this orientation. I'm sure you, all of us who are present here, watching this right now, participating, deep in our heart, there is Mount Kailash, Mansarovar, and we are very connected to this. And that's the reason you are here. I'm sure maybe you have made the yatra or maybe you are planning to do it. Friends, the intention of this call is to understand the current scenario, the updates, what are the routes available, what is the current update we have from the Chinese government, the different kind of packages. We'll talk about Kailash Parikrama. I get so many questions asking what actually is Kailash Parikrama, and there's so many questions. Accommodation, like food, how to travel, what kind of difficulties there, what is altitude sickness, right? And then what is the best time to go there? Quick introduction about myself. I am Aditya Datta. I am an identity coach and traveler. I have been to Kailash Yatra in 2018. I'm very passionate about this yatra. So I keep, talking to people, interviewing people. And when I went there, I found that our team, the group that we are going is very important, friends. I did not understand the importance of team or Sangha before I went to Kailash. I thought, okay, I will just go. So Kailash is not, I will just go yatra. It is, it is a Sangha with a proper direction, having a intention going there, to make the yatra successful. So again, I like to ask a lot of questions to myself, and I would like you to also think about the questions when I'm asking why you want to do Kailash Yatra. That needs to be so clear. Why? Okay, I know sometimes there are no answers. Some people say, I'm just going there with a surrender, I just want to experience. That's also fine. But are you clear on the why? And if we are clear on the why, we get the how. So why and then how? How are we going to travel there? Two important questions. After, I came back from 2018, I really couldn't sum up my Kailash Yatra. I mean, it's a enormous experience. I can see life that was before Kailash and after Kailash. And I've been talking to hundreds of Kailashis, who have gone through Kailash Yatra, and I like to interview them. And the same thing they say, it has elevated their consciousness. I get so many kinds of, for me personally, I see a life change. I can see life before Kailash and after Kailash. That is my experience. So 2019, we made like a batch. I had a passion to make Kailash batches, and we formed a batch of around 50 people in 2019. And then we got stuck because of COVID, right? And this year that batch is there, and we are also forming a different batch of like-minded people. I'm going to talk about that a little later. So after 3 years, finally, the entry is open. In this discussion, I will be talking about my group, but I will also start talking about the different possibility of Kailash Yatra. What are the things that are available and that you can make the best choice, understanding, there are always good and bad of everything. So we need to understand what are the kind of ways that we should go there, what are the different mediums, right? And what are the things to consider, right? And I will share what I have to share. We also have a group going. So I will share about my group also, so that you can take an informed decision when you're going there. The first way that we do Kailash Yatra is organized by the Government of India. We know that KMVN, right? And if you want to apply for it, there is a website, right? And you have to properly go and fill the form. And they go with a lottery, and if you get passed in the lottery, then you have to go for medical test in Delhi, right? So there are two routes to go there, Lipulek Pass and Nathula Pass. So you have an option. Now, these two options, nowadays, I think earlier days, it was a 25 days yatra. Nowadays, it has come more down because government have made good roads. So I am believing somewhere between 19 to 20 days. And earlier, when I'm speaking to people, they used to walk 400, 500 kilometers, 200 up and 200 down. But nowadays, I think it would be somewhere between 70 to 90 kilometers only, right? But for this, you need to understand trekking is not optional. Trekking is there, and physical fitness is very, very important, crucial if we are going through KMV, right? So that is 1-3, and they do a lucky draw, right? And they provide basic accommodation, and I think the price would somewhere range between 2.5. But this year, the Indian government has not got permission for China. I don't know, because of some ministry issues. So the KMVN is not organizing Kailash Yatra for 2023 as of now. Okay, that's the update. Okay. Now, the second way to go there is through Nepal, right? Nepal, Kathmandu. So through Nepal operators only. One is directed from Lucknow to Lucknow, and one is Kathmandu to Kathmandu. So that's the helicopter thing which is there from Lucknow to Lucknow. So you get to, I will show you the routes today. So I'm just telling the options from Nepal. And there are many direct operators, from Nepal that we can choose from. And, they would have 2 to 3 star accommodation. I think we should at least look for good accommodation, good vehicle, safety guidelines. These are the things that we need to keep in mind when we are doing these kind of yatra. So make sure, you are checking all these things when you are with your operator, right? Other ways to go is, there is a helicopter way, as I said, Lucknow to Lucknow, and there is another helicopter from Kathmandu to Kathmandu. And the other is through the road, which is through Kyrung. Yeah. So you go to Kathmandu and you take the bus. It's a bus route. And through that, it's a very basic. And I think that's the most suggestible, because you have a lot of people going from that route, and there are many facilities available there. And that's the basic and most recommended. That's even when I went through that. If you ask any experienced person, they would suggest you that trip. Okay. So that's the thing. And apart from that, we know Isha Foundation also organizes from India. This year, again, they don't have permit. I'm not sure if they would be organizing. Other way is to go through Tibet, but that's not an option for Indians as of now, because as of now, the Lhasa is not open. So even the most luxurious trip from, in Kailash Yatra is doing it through Lhasa. That is also still not open because no permit. Okay. But I would definitely love to do all these trips personally. And even the new road, many people are asking about the government new road coming. See, the new road is already operational. There are many people going to various places there. But what I have heard is few days, like a few weeks back, there was a landslide that happened. Again, the road went down, and again, they are repairing it. Second challenge is getting the China permit for the road. Okay, so we have to really look when this would be operational. Not this year for sure, and I'm not sure if they're going to be operational next year. Okay, now I have made a little presentation for you to understand how the different route works, right? So I'm going to show you that. So this is called overland tour because you use a vehicle, and generally it is for 13 days. So I have made a quick graph for you to understand how it works. So first you start from Kathmandu. Second day, you are in Kathmandu doing your shopping, going for sightseeing. The tour agent would take you for sightseeing and all that, right? And they will do a briefing for you on the second day. Third day, they are going to, that's the tour journey, it will start. Now, I'm going to go very deep into details in this journey. This is just for you to understand the altitude, how it changes. So this is very quick. After that, I'm going more deeper in it. Okay. So third day, you're going to reach Syabrubesi, and which is 1500 meters. Fourth day, you are going to Kyrung. This is, you see, I have written 8 hours drive. That's the first day. Second hour drive, Kyrung. It is the second day. Okay. And 2,700 meter. And if I'm not wrong, this is, I think, more than 8,000 feet. And 8,000 feet is above, the altitude, you start feeling a little bit here, right? And Saga is 4,640. This is very high altitude, and it's a 4 hours drive. So on the day 5th, you reach Saga, and 15,000 feet above, I think, is Saga. And it's quite an altitude. When you reach Saga, what you do is you rest there. Maybe you do a little relaxing walk and come down, not to jump around and play on these altitudes, right? So, and yes, that's what the briefing is all about. I'm going to cover it in depth. Then on the this is, I think, on the day 6th, right? 8 hour drive, and you are taken to Mansarovar. You also cross Rakshastal and Mansarovar, 4,556, right? And then you stay in Mansarovar for a day overnight. You have a dip in Mansarovar, and the next day you start with Darche, right? Darche, you have the Parikrama starting. This is where the Parikrama starts. So the Darche is the place from where you go a little bit inside and you find the Yamdwar, and from the Yamdwar you are going into Dirapuk. The first is Dirapuk, and the second 8th day you are just resting in Dirapuk, and 9th day you are in Zuthulpuk, 4,700 meter. So this is a little harder day, 8 hours of walking. Now this is optional, friends. Let me just clarify, and I'll be going more deeper into it. The Parikrama would be optional, right? Or you can take a pony. Nowadays, horses are available. But many people, they go from Darche to Dirapuk. They have this grand view of the Kailash. They do their pranams and prayer in Dirapuk, and then they might come back to Darche, right? And because, it's very high altitude, and many people cannot go for this. And then on the 10th day, you come back to Darche, and straight away you go to Saga. Okay, 10th day you move to Saga. So when you are coming down, it's really fast. You have to like from Saga to Syabrubesi, or maybe on the 11th day itself, they will take you to Kathmandu, right? Anyway, on the 12th day, you reach Kathmandu. Maybe you want to go to Pashupatinath, and maybe that day or next day, you do the puja at Pashupatinath and take your flight back home. Okay, so this is how the itinerary looks like when you take a land tour, right, through Kyrung. Okay. Now, as I was talking about the Parikrama, now why the Parikrama is difficult is especially the second day, Dirapuk to Zuthulpuk. There is this Dolmala Pass, and really high altitude, I think more than 18,500 feet, So it's a steep climb of 6. I'm going to show you all the pictures. I have my personal pictures to show you today, but just I'm telling you that what you see the graph here right now, there is a way that people can just stay at Darche while the other people go for the Parikrama, right? So in Darche, you find like a 3-star hotel, good accommodation is there. So you can just rest at the feet of Kailash and, meditate or just stay there, because you can see Kailash straight away from there. Or if you want to go a little deeper, there is a way that you take Darche to Dirapuk, a horse, and you come back from Dirapuk to Darche, see the Kailash and come back, right? And if you are still feeling that, yes, I want to go, then probably you can go for the Parikrama. Now, to decide for the Parikrama, this is not the right time wherever you are sitting. I think when you land to Mansarovar, you have to check how your body is. And every body is very different. I'm going to talk about altitude a little bit more, right? And I think the best decision you can take is when you reach Mansarovar, do you want to do the Parikrama or not? Trust me, even the fittest guy, sometimes they can get sick. We don't know how we are feeling there. And friends, I'm just giving some precautions, and I'm saying things as it is, right? Because I don't want to scare anybody, but I want to say things as it is. Okay. Many say this is easy nowadays, but maybe it's easy for them, but some people might find it hard. And now helicopter tour, again, Kathmandu, you reach on the first day. Second day, you are taken to Nepalganj, 45 minutes flight. Okay. These are all flights, I think there are 4 flights from Nepalganj to Simikot, third day. So you're reaching at very, like 60 minutes, 45 minutes, that's it. And you're just relaxing the entire day, acclimatizing there, right? And then the fourth day, you're reaching Hilsa. Fifth day, you're going to Taklakot. I think it's the, and you're acclimatizing at Taklakot on the fifth day, fifth day, right? And then you're taken straight to Darche. I think here what happens when you come back, you do the Mansarovar, right? So first from Taklakot, you're straight taken to Darche, and again this Parikrama will start. And after you come back from Darche, then you stay one day in Mansarovar, take a dip, and and then you're coming back straight to Hilsa. And from Hilsa, you're taking a flight to Kathmandu. And on the 11th day, you are going to Pashupatinath and you're taking a flight back. If I want to differentiate between the flight and the road, see, the road is a very basic one. And when I say basic, it's not like cheap, right? You have, I feel you have, if the number of days are more, your body gets better acclimatization, right? So in the road trip, your body has a lot of time to slowly get into the altitude. You slowly rise. But here, altitude is very fast, right? So there is a chance of getting not well, because it's very quick for the flight, right? And second drawback of flights are, sometimes you get to Nepalganj, and all, I would say, operators, they are using maybe 3 to 4 choppers. They have to share. Whole day the choppers are going and coming. They don't have like 100 choppers there, right? 4 to 5 maximum, maybe 4. There are many people. They have, in one helicopter, they can make 4 people can sit, 4 or 5 maybe. Okay. And if the weather is not good, the chopper will not fly. Then you stay back. Oh, today the weather is not good. So you stay back in Nepalganj. Oh, second day, weather is not good. You have to stay back at Simikot. Like that, this yatra can get delayed. Okay. So these are the two drawbacks of helicopter. The mode of flying. I personally don't prefer this. And the drawbacks for road is, yes, of course, there can be landslides. Landslides can be anywhere, friends. Nothing like to worry, right? Even if you're going to Manali or Leh Ladakh, it's very common, right? So landslides are there. And I don't see any other drawback. Yes, you have long hours of drive, but once I think you cross Syabrubesi, the road is like fantastic to Mansarovar, like really black tar road up till straight to Mansarovar. So it's beautiful that way. So everything has its own drawback. So same is with Lucknow to Lucknow. I'm not showing that. Okay. And via Lhasa, it used to be there, but this year the option is not there. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk about our journey so that I can explain you how we are going. And I'm going to cover all that we are looking into as a consideration, what we are looking at as a team, right? So I'm going to share that from that perspective. So ours is a journey specially curated for our team because we are including CHARAN SPARSH and we are going at full moon. Mansarovar, we are staying 2 days, and in Dirapuk, we are staying 2 days, right? Many people don't prefer that. And I will tell you why we are doing that and how we are curating. So that you know exactly what is how the journey looks like. Okay. So our operators, what we have seen is, there are 2 ways to look at it. One, what kind of support you're getting from Nepal, and one is what kind of support you're getting from China. Especially your China guide, whoever he is, they need to speak English and Chinese both. So otherwise, English, Chinese, Tibetan, for them to interpret properly when they are in, they need to deal with Ghodewala, all that thing. So we have to look into how we are getting, who is our guide in China, and what kind of operator you are using in Nepal. So our operator, what we curate our journey is they have over 20 years of experience for Kailash Yatra, and they have done very good job. The reason I can vouch for them, because when I went in 2018, how I got connected, I'm telling you. One of my friend, because I was looking to go for, Kailash Yatra. I was looking into paper ads. Okay, I did apply for the Indian government. I did not get the lottery. Right? How do I go? How do I go? I will looking. Oh, shall I go for this operator? And I'm delaying. I'm delaying my yatra because I didn't had the proper information. Right? So, and suddenly one day, what happened? My friend called, and she's a good friend of mine. She said, Aditya, I'm going for Kailash Yatra. I said, wow, whom are you going with? And she said, I have a friend who has gone to Kailash Yatra many times. He has gone like 7 times, very experienced. I'm going with them. And I asked my friend, is there a one seat available? Can I come? So she said, okay, I'll check. Because, these are personalized group. Okay. So I asked, requested, and she checked back. She said, yes, there is one seat available. You can come. Immediately I went. So friends, the kind of experience I had is very good, because we have a guide who has gone there like 7 times, gone through different operators. He also helped people to curate, right? So with through him, I made many contacts, many Sherpa friends. I actually researched many operators there, because I am an identity coach. I work with the masculine, feminine, Shiva Shakti aspect. So Kailash, I am very passionate about, and I wanted to have Kailash Yatra in my bucket list, and I want to go there every year. And when I went to Kailash, that was my wish. I said, please, if you allow me, I want to come here every year with my friends, whoever resonates with this kind of work. So that's how, I had this intention to curate our group. And the first group was formed in 2019. We had 50 participants in 2019. And this year also, we are forming a new group. Right. So our travel curator, these are the terms, friends. I'm showing you that probably when you are looking into finding your travel, you look into that. IATA, if you are having a travel curator who is IATA approved, that means your visa processing has the most chances. They will rarely come back and say, oh, we didn't get your visa. Right. So they are in the frontiers when they're getting visa. Right. Acton is the association in Nepal which forms the yatra. So Acton, NATTA, NTB, these are the terms that you can look for, and look for how long they have served the industry. More than 25 years, right? And they should have, they have more than 100 fully trained Sherpas. What are your tour guides, right? These are the aspects you need to look into. So group highlights for us is we are like-minded, because friends, the first time I'll tell you why I'm so stressing on groups, because when I went, we had a wonderful group, but what happened is in between they had put 4 members in our group. Because we had an intention that we want to go and meditate and spend our time in silence, all this, okay, we'll go to this place, Mansarovar, we'll do this in the night, we'll wake up, and all this program is there. But there are 4 people, they went to the yatra, like they were boozing, they're screaming, they're shouting, they're partying, and we were so disturbed because it disturbs. We had a intention, and if we are with people, because that's not the place to do these things, right? It's a spiritual journey, it's not a holiday spot, right? So I'm sure all of us who are here, you would resonate with what I'm saying, right? So it's not the place to do all kind of things, and it disturbs the surrounding there. Right. So I had experience, and then what happened is there was grouping, then there were 3-4 members going there, and 10 members going there, and there's no oneness in the group. We are not like one, we are like all scattered and segregated. The energy was like that, right? So these were the experience. They were, of course, very good experience also with the group. Only because of the group, I'm sure I was able to complete my parikrama. So there was this group that was holding us together also, right? But it's important to see who is whom we are going with, right? It matters. And This time we are doing Charan Sparsh. I'll explain what it is. Not other group. This is a part of the inner Kora, and the Chinese, or they don't generally allow it, but we have made sure that we are including Charan Sparsh in our group. Full moon visit. Most of the time, full moon is very busy, and there are problems getting accommodation and all that. But we make sure that we go on a full moon and we get there. I'll tell you why we are going in full moon. So we have 2 days in Mansarovar, 2 days in Dirapuk, because we are spending so much, going there with so much determination. We want to meditate in the power spot. There are wonderful monasteries, especially the Dirapuk monastery. The sage Milarapa, he meditated for so many years. It's a very powerful place, right? So we want to soak in that energy, stay there for more and more time. Our group has doctors, therapists, teachers, right, who are doing like-minded people. So we have that, and we have fully trained Sherpas, the experienced Sherpa, more than 20 years, and they use very good quality equipment in if the weather condition is bad, or there is some, I will talk about the safety protocols that we are following, right? So hygienic, pure vegetarian meal, they give oxygen cylinder, right? Oxygen pillow as per requirement, right? They will give us a backpack, document for free, duffel bag. They will give the jacket, the down jacket we don't have to wear. They will give raincoat, poncho. So any good operator we are going, they would, I think they at least spend 10,000 of money to give to people so that they can use. Like for the down jacket, it's a returnable basis. Doctor services are available for different yatris at different places. And we have a priest there for puja and havan. Now let's go to the safety guidelines. What are we looking at? So first, we know our tour guide, tour curator, they have 0 casualties so far. No casualties. People might get sick, but no casualties, right? They have local doctors available. There is ambulance service which is available in the Nepal side. In case of emergency, they follow SOS, right? SOS, I think it's called Save My Ship, something like that. But they have that facility, right? See, we don't know if we have to look for these things or not, but when we are going in a group, I think safety guidelines comes first. So this is our itinerary, friends, 27 July to 9th August. And I'm just showing this, how we have designed our journey so that you get to know what you need to look for. And I'm going to cover as much as possible from my earlier experience into this, okay? So on the day 1, which is the 27th of July, we are arriving in Kathmandu. So that is the day of relaxation. You just take a flight or whatever modes of transportation. And they provide very good hotels, maybe 3-4 star hotel. I remember we stayed in Shangri-La in Kathmandu. So very good place to stay, relax, and maybe in the evening you can go for Thamel and do some shopping. You get very good trekking instruments. All your trekking gears are cheap in Thamel. So many people go there. Okay, so that's Kathmandu. And the second day, they generally take you to a pilgrimage sightseeing. So you can go to Darbar Square or the Sleeping Vishnu, or the other temples that are there. There's so many things actually to see in Nepal. And I generally recommend, like what we had done is, me and my friend has gone there 7 days back early, right? And we covered many other places, like, there is Mukti Dham and Pokhara that can be covered, right? So, and also it helps you acclimatize in a mountain place. So you get the feel of the place quite early. So that way, that's your day 2. And the same day, you are also getting the briefing. So this is our team lead, and he's briefing us about what to do, not to do, and see, there are some things they would follow very strictly, and we need to trust them. So what I'm trying to also say here, we need to find someone whom we can trust, right? And it's important. So the briefing, what kind of clothing you are wearing, what are the safety protocols you're following, what are the do's, what are the don'ts. They will brief you, they will make you ready. That briefing is very important, okay? On the day third, early morning, we set up to Syabrubesi. We are driving to Kathmandu. Okay, so it's a beautiful, beautiful ride. It's a long hour. The first day is a little long hour, 8 hours, but spectacular views. These are all my pictures. I put, you see one river, I think this is the Karnali River. I don't remember the name. So beautiful river, and these are the buses, and we get a very basic accommodation in Syabrubesi because the road is not very good. I heard the road is good now. I have to see when I go, right? So basic accommodation and dal roti, vegetarian food, right? So these are the buses that are used, and you can see on the right side, it's all pictures are taken on my iPhone 6. I had an iPhone 6 that time. So all pictures are taken through that. But that time the road was really bad. I heard it's good now. And you see, these are small guest houses. So if you're traveling in groups, so sometimes they give 2 to 3 people in one room. Dormitory, they don't give. They will only provide room for us. That's what I have known there. Dormitory, it is there in Mansarovar. You get the dormitory, right? Because there's no other options available there. Right. So the day 4, we driving from Syabrubesi, the beautiful, I remember waking up in Syabrubesi with huge mountains and big river. And I just felt that these were the places not touched yet by humans so much, right? Because humans are everywhere, but there are some places they couldn't touch. So I woke up, and then we go to Kyrung. Now, this day is not very long drive. It's just, I think, 2 hours to this border. This is the Friendship Bridge. We call this Friendship Bridge because you get the immigration here. So your visas are stamped and you're going to the Tibet side. Now, once you are there in the Tibet side, it's like beautiful roads. These are the coaches that are used. This, I think, was our coach, which was used. So you can say like Volvo coaches, right? Not actually Volvo, the company, but close to Volvo, small coaches like this. So these are pushback, and you get, and the road is, now many friends, they ask me, is it like very hill? And no, it's not like a hilly area, friends. It's like flat. Once you start from Kyrung, it's all like straight flat road up till Mansarovar. It's not like this. No, this is when you're going like this. This is the first day up till Syabrubesi. Your vehicle is going like round how in the hilly areas it goes. But the second day, it's from the second, third, all this after you cross Nepal is a straight road, black tarred, beautiful road, nothing. So that's the reason I say the journey is very comfortable. I had a very comfortable journey. No problem, because you're just having, and your vehicle also have this hot, like you are warm inside. They have these thermostats inside, so you're warm, right? Because outside it's quite cold, right? So Kyrung is a very beautiful place. I remember seeing a beautiful monastery. These are the accommodation. I'll also show this is the monastery, right? Kyrung Monastery. And I remember we had a nice walk when we reached there. And so it's good to do a little walking after you eat your food, or maybe you climb a little monastery, come down. Be active as much as possible, but not too much, like you are jumping around. Like I was saying, there are like 4 people in our go. So they just came like, they're in some honeymoon, they're jumping and, all these things, boozing. We should avoid any kind of, alcohol or things like that in this journey. Just be in yourself, be silent, don't talk much, because I think that saves a lot of energy, and be in a zone where you're in a pilgrimage. Feel the mountains, feel everything around you. That's why we are here, right? And this is the accommodation in Kyrung, friends. So all 3 to 4 star, nice. I and my friend were given one place. Like men are given separate rooms, women are given, and if you are a family, you will get a different room as per availability again. So these are the things that are there. And also one thing I have to tell you, when we went there, there's no water. Actually, there are water coming in the morning and in the evening only. So we have to keep that in mind. that those are extreme places, and that's how things work there. Now, day 5, this is where you are actually, why I put this picture, because I got a altitude hit when I reached Saga. I'll tell you why. Because I feel, oh, I'm a meditator, and I'm fit. I was walking like 6 months. I said, oh, I'm not going to take any altitude tablet, right? Our Sherpa has said, our team guide has said, but I have not taken the tablet, right? And I was, oh, I can do it. But day 5, I got this headache. The altitude hit me because it's 4,640, which is more than 15,000. I don't know how much the left side oxygen level at altitude this is talking about, but fairly this is what happens when you are above. So what is altitude? Altitude would hit when you are 8,000. What I understood about the altitude, because I am a life coach, I deal with psychology. I love this quote. I don't know who wrote it, but it said, it is your attitude more than your aptitude that will determine your altitude, right? Yes, it's your attitude. Just, I feel, take care of everything before you go there, but after that, we have to leave everything. So anyway, this is Saga. Saga was beautiful. We had this amazing journey, though I had headache. I really enjoyed. And we have these cooked food. Now you need to look at food, right? So we had two cooks traveling with us. They will cook your food, and Indian food. We cannot eat Tibetan, Chinese. I don't know. There are non-vegetarian foods also they eat, Tibetans. We can't, my body will not support. And the more the altitude is rising, we have to look at very simple food, more water, less food, but nutritious food. So I remember carrying like chocolates and dry fruits also, keep walking and munching. This is the accommodation in Saga. Again, you see what quality, this is our room, fairly good room. We had 2 guys staying in one room, or if there is a family, nice big hotel, 3 to 4 star. All facilities are there up till Saga, right? And on the day 6th, we drive from Saga to Mansarovar. This is the aha day, right? I remember reaching Mansarovar and I had this vibration head to toe, friends. What a place, like I entered some portal. I don't know, it's a land, doesn't feel it's a land in our earth. Like, have you seen Jurassic Park? Some land that we have stepped that is, beyond. So this was my experience. So we also went through this place called Rakshastal. Now, very interesting, these 2 places, the Mansarovar and Rakshastal. Rakshastal is a salty lake, right? And it says it is radioactive. They don't allow you even to touch the water. They say, don't do that, right? And Mansarovar is sweet. So this is a Google picture. You can see, in the Google map, you can expand in Kailash. And when I was a child, I used to do all this thing. I used to see, where is Kailash, where is Mansarovar? So amazing, friends. And I felt the energy so different. In Mansarovar, it's very nice, calming energy. And in Rakshastal, it is like huge winds blowing and kind of some Rakshas energy there. Yeah. But I was very amazed when the Tibetans, they were bowing down to the Rakshastal, because it says the Ravan has done tapasya there. He has asked for Shiva's boon, and he got the boon for Shiva in Rakshastal, right? So, but these Tibetans, they bow down and they say, this Rakshas energy, they are the protectors, right? They protect us. That's how they look at Rakshastal. And they will do the Parikrama, friends. Our vehicle will do the Parikrama, because more than 100 kilometers, it's a big lake, Mansarovar. Earlier, they used to do on foot, but now your vehicle will take you around. So this is Mansarovar Parikrama. And these are the beautiful sites. We went to a monastery there. We meditated and we were relaxing. This was a relaxing day, just looking at this magnificent place, right? Just enjoying, right? And these are the accommodation. People were asking me, so I got few pictures. And one good news is, I was saying there was no washroom, but now this year, Chinese have put portable restrooms everywhere. So they are the chemical, restrooms. They are put like boxes, and it can be used. So that's a good news. But I have not seen it with my eyes. I'm not sure how it would be. I'm sure it would be good. And these on the right side, you see, these are the kind of dormitories you get, especially in Mansarovar and Parikrama. There's no other option available, friends, rather than this. No matter how much money you pay, no, sometimes people complain like, oh, why I'm not getting 4-star, 5-star, why they are not building. This place is meant to be like that. They don't want to build a lot of things and mess with the sanctity of this place. So it is just as it is, very minimum basic requirement. So day 7th, we did a full moon stay. Full moon, we had stayed. We took a holy dip and we did puja. And this is the mysterious lights in the Mansarovar, because that's the reason we want to see this place in full moon. And trust me, friends, I remember the first day we stayed in Mansarovar, we got up at 3:15 to see these lights. Okay, me and my friend, nobody got up. Everybody's so tired, they're sleeping. Okay, so me and my friend said, hey, get up, we want to see the stars. I said, yeah. So I took all my things, four layers I was wearing, my 3 pants, 4 layers, and we ran to the lake. We wanted to sit. And my friend said, hey, you are going to meditate, close your eyes, and I'm going to look. If I see the stars, I'll wake you up. And after that, I will meditate and you will see the stars. So we did that, right? And there were nothing, there were clouds everywhere. We could not see anything. Up till 4:30, we waited. I think 5 o'clock, then we went up to sleep. We were very disappointed because, we didn't see the mysterious light. It says the Shiva Shakti, the Rishis, they come in the water, they dance, nothing. Next day, again, that's the reason we wanted to stay 2 days. If first day is not successful, second day. But second day, I didn't want to get up because first day I failed, right? I and my friend both are sleeping. Everybody else is awake that day. They went to the Mansarovar. They started seeing the lights. And my friend, he came and said, hey, guy, wake up. They're seeing this, the lights are there. So already they have seen a lot of lights. After that, I got up like this and I also rushed. And friends, I was amazed. I don't know where you will see this light from far. I don't know what kind of lights they are, but it's like really amazing. I could see from my eyes, some lights, they're coming down, they're disappearing. Where they are coming, where they are going, we don't know. Even when I hear Sadhguru talking about, that this place is visited by alien, I will not be surprised because it is very mystical over there. And especially, I remember the dip in Mansarovar. I don't know if I have put a picture. No, I didn't put a picture. Anyway, that year we were not allowed to take a dip. The Chinese government was not allowing because they are making it too much dirty. But from this year, we can take a dip in Mansarovar. So we all boys were there, like 11 of us. We went to a different area and we said, oh my God, we came so far. We are going to take a dip no matter what. And we were scared, seeing if there are any cameras here and there. And they will charge you $500 if you take a bath. So anyway, what we did is we took a bucket and we said, okay, I'll take a bucket and I'll just imitate as if I'm slipping and I fall into the water. So we all did that, took a plastic bucket and we went a little inside and like we are falling down. We took 3 dips and came back. It was like freezing cold water. I have not taken bath in that kind of water ever in my life, but that was the most refreshing bath. I could see, like, I don't know, I had a different vision. I could see more colors and I was able to see Kailash in a different way, Mansarovar in a different way. It was an amazing experience. Yeah. So that was it. And after 2 days, we stayed in Mansarovar. And I'm also sharing this because this time also we have the same itinerary. 2 days in Mansarovar. That's why we want to stay there, because we want to see the lights, and 2 days in Dirapuk. So day 8 is the first day of Kailash. So what you do is you drive from Mansarovar to Yamdwar, right? Yamdwar is this place where you are supposed to leave something, whatever is your favorite thing. You leave there, and from there you either take a pony or you start walking. First day to, this is our group. We took a picture there near Yamdwar, right? And you see, this is me walking with my bottle. You see, it's a flat terrain. It's not like this, right? So easy walk, 10 to 12 kilometers. You can easily walk to Dirapuk. Now, Dirapuk is this, where you see this picture of golden mountain, this big mountain. This is Dirapuk. So you come to Dirapuk and you stay there. So what we did, friends, the first trip which we did, we said we are going to go up in the morning, and then we reach Dirapuk, and we are going to do CHARAN SPARSH. And what happened is, this is, you see, on the 9th day, we woke up in the morning and we are trying to do CHARAN SPARSH, but actually we could not reach. So this time we made it sure the day 9 is full for CHARAN SPARSH, because it takes 4 hours, around 4 hours. It looks very close, but it's like really a lot far than what we can imagine. So we have to cross a lot of mountains and take a trek for 4 hours. So we are going to do it in a relaxed way. And we want to come back to Dirapuk and go to Milarappa cave and meditate there. So day 9 is full for CHARAN SPARSH and Milarappa cave meditation. Okay. So CHARAN SPARSH, as I said, I found a picture on the net to show you how it looks like, though it's not clear, but you see the arrow, how it goes, right? So you're going to CHARAN SPARSH means you're touching, feeling Kailash. So 4 to 6 hours, and we will be having a special Sherpa, because we need guidance there, right? Sometimes it can start raining and snowing and all that. The Sherpas, they can predict the weather, and they will tell you when to go, not to go, what to do, not to do. So we have a special Sherpa taking us there for this. Okay. Day 10, this is this difficult day. You see this terrain, this picture I have put, and all again, these are my pictures taken from my camera, and I am showing you this for you to get prepared if you are taking the Parikrama. This steep 6 hours, 6 kilometers is the first steep. If you are going through a ghoda also, they will take you through this same thing. You can see almost the ghodas are disappearing because of big boulders. But if you can cross this 6 kilometers, you'll reach the top. The top looks like this. This is the Dolmala Pass, 8,500 feet. Now, this Dolmala Pass, once you reach, you have conquered. You know why? Even if you are on a ghoda, they will tell you to come down, because now you have to go down very in a relaxed way. 6 kilometers, you have to walk down. Okay, 12 kilometers covered, and you have win your Parikrama. Next 10 kilometers are again flat road to Zuthulpuk. This is the only little challenge that is there, the Dolmala Pass, which is on the, because you are going 22 kilometers that day. Okay, and from this place, from Dolmala Pass, you see this Gaurikund. Yeah, so Gaurikund, if you want to take water, many people, because this is the place where Mata Parvati used to have bath, and this is also the place where Ganesha was born, Lord Ganesha, through Mata Parvati. So there is no path to go there. It's difficult to go there. My friend went there. She said, I am going to go to Gaurikund. He went there. 1.5 2 kilometers down you have to go, take water, come back. If you want water, you cannot go, you tell your Sherpa, give him some money, he'll go down and he'll bring water for you. So we rest in Zuthulpuk the 10th day. On 11th day, it is our Parikrama is, again, you see, flat road, no problem. 7 8, very easy walk. Morning, you get up fresh, do a walk or take a ghoda. Sometimes if you're not sure about this, it's better to take a ghoda, because you can walk with your ghoda. You don't have to climb your horse. You can walk, right? And if there are times you really feel dizzy or something, you can use your horse. Okay. So this is the day we are completing the Parikrama. This is our team. And I am really, really so thankful to my team and my Sherpa, my guide. Because of them, I was able to complete, because he always reminding, our team leader reminding, because our head is not working that time. It says when your emotion, because your emotions are high on the altitude, right? So your intelligence is low. So what happens is you can't think properly that time. So you need mentors and guide to help you, your friends to remind you. One friend can remind another friend, right? So we need each other's support. Then only, you can see this girl, I think this turquoise blue, and there is a girl next to her. She was so sick, and in the oximeter, her oxygen level was showing below 50. And the Sherpa said, if it goes below 50, you have to go down. You cannot do the parikrama, because that's the only way. If you are not feeling well in the altitude, they will take you down. Right? So, but because of the group support, friends, everybody was awake for her. Somebody is taking care of her, somebody is feeding her, somebody is holding her hand. Don't worry, you will do the parikrama. We need each other. And we were able to do the parikrama. Not every one of us, but most of us. Not everyone, maybe 3-4 people could not complete this, but I think our whole group did. Only 1 or 2 members, they did not get a ghoda or something, they could not do, right? So this is our group story. These are our Sherpa friends, our heroes of the mountains. They do amazing work. We can completely trust them, blindly we can trust them, because they are doing service there, right? Their intention is to make you do the yatra. If you are having a good Sherpa, his intention is how he can make you do the parikrama. That would be his intention, right? So this is why team is important, friends. That's the reason I wanted to form team. When emotions are high, intelligence is low, right? And our team member can help us that time. So our group highlights for 2023, as I said, we are like-minded group of meditation. We are doing CHARAN SPARSH, full moon visit, 2 days at Mansarovar, 2 days at Dirapuk. Most of the tour agency, they will not do these things, and they will just drag you to every place and chalo, this is finished now, this is finished now, this is finished. So you are like, oh, I can't sit in one place and feel Kailash, Mansarovar, that feeling. Why you went there, you are spending so much money, with so much difficulty you are going there. So you want to be there, right? So make sure you're not hurried up, you have enough time, right? So we also want to support the environment. We don't want to dirty the environment. This is our vision for our group, to realize our authentic identity. We want to meditate for healthy and a happy life. We want to raise funds for trees plantation and stray animals, especially. That's my our dream to do that. And of course we are going there to support the environment also, right? So we have a vision and a mission clear. It's very important, friends, to have this, because I feel when your vision and mission is clear, you have some protocols. And protocols are not something that is like a rule and you have to follow. No, protocols protect you from you. Because what happens in the high altitude and those places, your Sherpa is saying, you're not well, Baba, your oxygen is going below 40, you have to go down. And you say, no, I am okay, I will do, I am strong. You don't, you're not listening to anyone, because in your mind, what's happening is, oh, I paid this much, I came here for this, and I'm not. So, you're not following. Your Sherpa is saying, please talk to me. So, these are the protocols for our group, right? Like, we as a team will survive. We will stick together. No team member is left behind. We are going to stick and telling the truth about our medical condition. That's also, many people hide. They have heart problem, they have this problem, asthma, and that they don't want to say, because they think, the group will not take. No, you tell your medical condition, and don't take any medication without consulting your doctor and guide. In the high altitude, you have in your bag your pills and you are just popping your pills. Don't do that, right? And never pass the lead guide in the trail. Stay with the team. So we have some protocols that we want to fix for our group. So this is our Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. We are doing 27 July to 9th August. And there are very few limited seats, because we don't want to make it like a very big team. Also, we are interviewing anybody who is joining us, because we want to find out what is their intention, why they want to join us, right? We are talking to them, and we want to take their case history, their health history, right? So the highlights for this yatra is full moon, Charan Sparsh, Gaurikund, PowerPoint meditation, 14 days trip. This is 13 night, 14 days. We have 3 to 4 star accommodation. Veg meals are included. Our cooks are coming with us. We have expert guidance.